My interface? What happened to my interface? No, it's not supposed to be there. Why is it over there? It's in the middle of the screen, what the hell? Oh, can I pause and reload? Okay. Fun new problem. So I've actually returned to the 4th floor of this building, because there's supposed to be a quest somewhere around here. Oh, the interface is working again. It's not floating in the middle of the screen this time. Is it you? It might be you. You were arguing.
You're not a customer, are you?
What makes you say that?
The way you move, your attitude.
And what's my attitude?
Police. Or soldier. Someone on business. So why are you here?
I heard your argument. What was that all about?
They want me to get augmentations. For the customer's pleasure. It's sick. I quit before I ever let them touch me.
Sounded like they don't consider it an option.
They don't. I am lucky, I guess. I've been here the longest. It has advantages. But the new girls, they're not so lucky.
What do you mean?
They are forced to get augments. It's very bad. One of the girls who work here, Ning, she has been gone for days. I fear they took her and will force her to get augmented. You seem like a good man. I am desperate. Please, can you help? I can pay you.
Why do you think Ning has been kidnapped?
Before, we could always refuse augmentations. But more and more girls got them, and it brings more money. Now they force us to do it. They won't even hire purebreds like me anymore, because they're not as popular.
Is Ning one of the pure breeds?
Yes. Oh, well, I hope she still is. They started pushing for her to get augments. She say no even when it gets violent. Now I fear they lose patience and will force the operation. Ning's not the first, and she won't be the last.
Isn't this a job for the police?
The police leave Lower Hansa to Bell Tower, and Bell Tower not care what happens if criminal pay them money. They don't care about my friend or any of the other girls forced into the sex trade.
You keep referring to them. Who are they?
The Honghua Hotel used to be independent. In the past, we had a deal with local police for protection. And because we ran a clean and safe business, they looked the other way. But then, things changed.
What happened?
Bell Tower become the police in Lower Hansa, and they not care to help us. So, a drug lord came in with all his men and took control. Things has never been the same, and we cannot do anything about it.
Okay, I'll help your friend.
Thank you. I knew I was right about you, Mr.
Jensen.
Mr. Jensen. I fear this little time. You must find Ning before they leash her with augments.
Leash her?
Yes, they call it that. They leash their girls with augments to keep them under control by supplying neuropazine. I do not know where they keep Ning, just that it is somewhere in Dagong district.
A specific location would help.
I tell you, I do not have one. But there is a bouncer here, Chuan Li. He works with these people. He will know where Ning is. He goes to the roof to smoke often. Look for him there. You might be able to convince him to reveal the place.
Anything else you can give me?
Yes. The men holding Ning. They most likely work with local triad gang here, the Harvesters. If you look for some of them around, maybe you find Ning better.
Got it.
So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Whenever there's... Like, this game already has a lot of environmental dialogue and stuff going on, but whenever it stands out enough, seems like there's a pretty good chance that it's actually a side quest waiting in the corner and not just random color. I'm so used to playing games where that kind of stuff totally is random color that it catches me off guard a little bit. So we'll be following up on Rotten Business here. And this is... So there's multiple things to talk about there. Like, there's the issue of, like, how, like, prostitutes are kept loyal, usually using, often having some variation of drug use or something like that involved. And in this case, we're talking about a new version of that.
Listening lately? Not since last week. I'm starting to get worried. She missed 3 days of work already.
You don't think...
Chan, for Ning's sake, I hope not. May is worried though.
Speaking of May, is she still downstairs arguing with Acker?
Where else would she be?
That girl is seriously going to get herself into trouble one of these days.
If that were the case, she'd already be in trouble. Between you and me, I'm starting to think Chan's afraid of her.
They really are actually kind of heavy about having all of their environmental dialogue sort of point you directly at what's going on around you or how to get to a quest. All the way down to like that one being straight up like, it's like, oh no, this person's missing, and introducing the idea of the quest for the missing person. They're like, speaking of Ming, is she downstairs arguing with the owner? And it's like you go downstairs and you see them arguing, and that's the quest. Like they actually point you at it, much like when I was in the hive, and all the dialogue around me was people shouting to like, have you heard about the basement? Don't go in the basement. They don't want people in the basement unless you've been invited to the basement. Have I mentioned the basement? And then I could just sneak into the basement and I could finish the quest. But yeah, instead of keeping your prostitutes on heroin or whatever, you get them augmented, and then you have to keep them with neuropathy, or they'll have rejection syndrome, or whatever the exact terminology is we use, and they will probably die. So it's a different form of hook, possibly a more effective one even, although it seems rather expensive to have people augmented in the first place. Look at that happy couple up there, Taeyong Medical. I think that's also a quest location, so despite the density of imagery around me, a lot of it is directly tied to things that you do over the course of the game. Hey, look, there's the murderer broadcast right there. That's cute. Then this is very cyberpunk, though. I mean, it's supposed to be cyberpunk. I just mean, like, this reminds me a lot of playing Shadowrun Hong Kong, where they would absolutely have these overtones of, like, how these corporations have taken control of absolutely everything. And so there's basically not a police force anymore. More or less. It's a series of, like, by the time that the corporations have this much power, instead of having a police force as we understand it, that's run by the government and is at least supposed to be doing the right thing and everything, they are essentially, in this stage and in this kind of setting, a series of, like, security personnel that work for individual corporations, and they kind of make the entire city run orderly, and the extent to which any of them care about being vaguely like police depends a lot on the individual corporations. And because cyberpunk is inherently a super cynical setting, they generally don't give a shit and are completely self-serving and are basically like creepy little PMCs.
Shove off before I shove you off.
I'm here to see you.
Uh-huh. What about?
Ning,
Open the phone book. Plenty of them in there.
your friends are holding her. I can make it worth your while if you tell me where.
Worth my while? Yeah, maybe. Let's see some credits first, the tough guy, and then maybe I'll tell you where to find her.
Oh, you can bribe him. It's expensive too. He's heavy on alpha though. Let's try to appease him.
I gotta make sure she's okay first. She'll be a lot more valuable to me and you if she's alive and in one piece, if you know what I mean.
I get it. Smart businessman you are. Okay. I'll tell you. They're holding her on a small side street just off the open gutter in the Daigong district, but listen, I didn't say anything, right?
There we go. Whoa, I just got praxis. Did I level up? I have 3 praxis. Awesome. I must have leveled up, because I don't think he would have just randomly given me one. I think I want to get smart vision to see through walls. That obviously comes in handy as a stealth character. And because I like having a lot of options, I've improved my hacking previously, and now I've got my pheromone thing. Now I want to go for punching through walls. Because that obviously gives me more ability to actually navigate environments. I'll be interested in seeing how that plays out. I wonder how the seeing through walls works exactly. Do I activate that? Retinal prosthesis, smart vision. See through walls. Optical membrane implant that enables people to, already equipped with the I Know retinal prosthesis to visually scan through walls, doors, and cover objects, and see what lies beyond. I guess this is the more direct thing. It has low energy consumption, which means it does have... Yeah, it is manually activated. So... Oh, it's down on the D-pad. Okay, good to know. So if I hit down on the D-pad, I can see through walls. I'll save it for now. because of the battery usage elements, but next time I'm in a stealth situation I can use that to really help out. That'll be nice. Don't mind me, just gonna hurt myself. Ow. I'm fine, don't worry. Am I still going down more? Or is it up here? It is down more, okay. This is not a reasonable way of handling my problems. That's gonna hurt. Hey buddy, you can tell me not to jump? I'm thinking I probably shouldn't jump. I don't think that one was gonna pan out quite as well for me. That is a hell of a fall. There's a convenient extra mid-floor. Hit. Hey, look, no damage. Hey! Okay, maybe I could have taken that fall just fine. There's an upgrade that'd be handy. Be able to look at stuff and tell whether or not you'll take fall damage. It'd be redundant though because the game has a mechanic. Hello. It'd be a little redundant because one of the upgrades you can get makes you not take fall damage, and it's not that deep into the tree, so it'd be a waste of points for the player to be able to scan fall distances.
Go back. Don't hide.
Hi? Sorry, startled me a little bit.
Last warning. Next we take your fancy off.
Do you not want to talk? Hey, now. That's not how humans behave. Last warning, and then he shoots me in the face. That's not what last warning means. So you guys supposed to be homeless or something? There's like tires, he's sleeping on a mattress on a pile of tires. It's a dump. I think this is part of the sewer. Yeah, this is sewage down here. So I think you guys were homeless, but they seem really well dressed. He's got his like prissy stance and a cigarette, and he's got a sweater vest. This guy's got a expensive looking jacket. This guy's wearing slacks and shiny shoes. But they're in like a homeless situation. That's odd. Anyway, let's get back to it. Do I have to reload you? No, it's only one shot at a time. They're alarmed still, but they should be resetting. Let's try to be careful about this and to actually try to isolate them one by one. Like someone who knows what they're doing. Hello? Does he see me? I don't think he sees me yet. What was that? You should check it out. Seems really important. Ah, tragedy. You should come over. Hey, you should come closer. Nah. What you doing over there, hanging out in that corner?
Shit, out of ammo.
Okay, thanks for announcing that loudly. Thank you for shouting that out for me. It really comes in handy. Let's grab your ammo. Also, make sure you guys can't shoot me.
Leave me!
Hopefully she's doing alright. She's saying leave me, that's not a very good sign. Unless she doesn't know who I am. Hey! Let's hack this stuff. Attempts left 4? Oh yeah, it's a low level hacking situation. Destination's down here, or go straight for the source. No, the arrows on the track seem to indicate I can't go that way. Right, we don't start there. I always want to start at the origin point. It just makes sense to me, man. It just makes sense. Get up there.
Access granted.
Hey. Feeling alright? Don't mind me just checking your room for stuff I can take. Nope, we're good.
Who are you?
Your friend May sent me. She said you were in trouble. Are you hurt?
May. Thank God. And no, I'm fine. They didn't touch me. Not yet, anyway. If you hadn't come, though, how did you find me?
I asked around. I can be persuasive.
I have to get out of here.
You sure you're okay? Can you leave here on your own?
Yes, thank you. Whoever you are, thank you so much. I need to go. I need to get out of this city. I need to get away from that monster, Chan. Tell May, tell her, thank you for everything. I owe her. I owe you both my life.
I should probably be a little worried that those guys saw me, but I am going to be leaving pretty soon here. Here, let's go ahead and search you guys. Nothing, huh? Yeah, I'm just here on an individual mission right now. Hello. That seems awfully important. Or it could be, hey dumbass, straight from the boss, new code for the girl's holding pen is 5377. Delete this after you change the fucking code. Seriously, you're gonna get us in trouble with your shit. Get your shit together. Alright, so I could have not... I could have not hacked it. But you know what? Damn it, I have the ability to hack. I'm gonna use it. But yeah, they had the ability to get it open that way. It makes sense. If you didn't have the hacking ability leveled up, then you would just be stuck here, not able to get inside, and then the quest would be impossible. Unfortunately, I don't think I can close it again, so I'm just gonna make a really sad human man pile. There you go. Just get comfortable. Is that guy's mouth open? No, it's his mustache. It's weird not being able to close it again, but I don't think I can. Oh well. Jensen saved the day. But yeah, if it was back in Chicago... Was it Chicago? Yeah, starting town. I might have reason to be more worried in character about whether or not people saw my face, because I'm gonna be around. But I'm here for an individual mission for the company, and I'm supposed to be heading back afterwards. So... there shouldn't be that much risk to me. But yeah, it is better to take... just from a general standpoint, it's better to take them down without being seen, and not having two of them see me. Granted, I popped out real fast with those stun darts, so who knows how well their memory works. Don't really know how the stuns work themselves. There we go. This company's gonna get mad at me. What is that? A Hunghua Hotel. I thought that was a Final Fantasy poster. There was the joke Final Fantasy poster at the beginning, so I was curious. But it's just the location. They're around. Alright, I took care of it. Are you gonna be, like, dead or something? Nope, you're fine, so far. You just half expect whenever I do a quest to come back and have conditions change, but I don't think she physically moved a single inch the whole time I was gone.
Ning, did you find her?
I did. She's safe, but running. I think she plans on leaving the city.
She always is a smart girl. I'm glad. I will contact her to make sure she is safe. As promised, here's your payment. If you want more, I have another task. Something suitable for a man of your many talents. Are you interested?
My interest would depend on the task.
By now, I'm sure you heard of Diamond Chan. He is evil man who feeds off the pain and misery of this city. If we are to stay in peace here, he must be taken care of.
You want me to kill Chan?
Yes, but you must make it look like an accident or suicide.
What is it exactly you want me to do?
Lower Hansa is a dangerous place. I know Diamond Chan stay at an apartment near a rooftop. Knock him out, then drop his body into the alley below. Gravity will do the rest.
What kind of payment is involved?
Double what I gave you for rescuing Ning, if you make certain we are rid of Chan for good.
There has to be another way to remove Chan from the picture without resorting to murder.
There is. I have access to certain stimulants. If Chan was caught with them, he would no longer be a problem.
Meaning I could plant drugs on him?
Not on him. Somewhere in his apartment will be enough. He may be dead though. So knock him out, leave the drug, and come back here to me. I have a friend. He works with the police. I'll contact him and he'll make sure Chan is arrested.
Wow, not even a slight hint at that option until I asked for it, huh? Like, you had a whole scheme cooked up for not doing a murder, but you just opened with murder and had no indication that there might be another thing to do.
I'll do it.
Good. I will give you the address of Diamond Chan's apartment. It is on one of the nearby rooftops. Lower Hansa is a dangerous place. Simply knock Chan out, then drop his body into the alley below. Gravity will do the rest. But if you wish only to get Chan arrested, take these drugs. Plant them somewhere in his apartment after you've knocked him out. When you are done, return to me and I will contact my friend in the police. He will do the rest.
Weirdly redundant dialogue where she just repeats everything.
Anything else I should know?
Chan should be alone. He is too proud to have bodyguards around. But be careful. Even alone, Chan is dangerous.
Got it.
Mr. Jensen, remember not to cause any wounds on Diamond Chan that make it look like murder. Any suspicion will bring us more trouble from his friends.
So no tranquilizers or peps. Which means strictly hand-to-hand submission shouldn't be a problem.
That is good, yes. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. I will wait here.
Alrighty then. I'm curious if this game was developed by a Japanese studio or not. I actually don't know. I know it's published by Square Enix, but that doesn't really say anything anymore. If it's not developed by them, then it could be virtually anyone, because they're a huge company covering a bunch of different developers now. I mean, they publish things like Sleeping Dogs and Deus Ex and Tomb Raider of all things nowadays. So that's a bit of a change of pace. But I'm curious just because there's a specific reoccurring development strategy I've seen a lot, and it's in a lot of games in general, but especially in a lot of Japanese RPGs, and even Final Fantasy specifically, where the main character is often this ultra-detailed, carefully designed character, and all the side characters are significantly less detailed. And it'll really stand out when you play a game like Final Fantasy X or something, where the main characters are all super designed and everyone else is like a weird... They almost look like a sketch by comparison, as far as 3D models and textures go. Like someone roughed something out real quick. Because I'm noticing that in this game quite a bit, where Jensen is really heavily designed as a character, and has a lot of really minor details, and like the scruff on it, like he's got his beard and all of his augments and everything, and then all the characters around you, even ones that seem like they'd be kind of important to the game, because they seem to be reoccurring major characters. So we need to head up here. First oh, that's not the one I'm going for. Diamond Chan's apartment. Hang on a second. How do I get over there? It's not connected by anything over here. Let's just head over to the next alley and it might be connected directly, or the downtown apartments, just go to the top. Maybe I could hop over to the roof. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely a thing. I might be able to get there from here, actually. It's definitely a thing in games like Final Fantasy X and stuff like that, where everyone's really detailed and then the individual side characters are like incredibly undetailed. And it's standing out to me in this game in particular, which is because this game has like Mass Effect style zoom in on the characters while they're having conversations, dialogue, which makes it stand out a little more when some of the characters are really undetailed, and Jensen's really detailed, like almost like they're from two different games. I think the most egregious case so far has actually been the I should be able to get across here, no problem. The most egregious case so far has definitely been the pilot character, who seems like you'd want to make her detailed because she shows up. She's how I get around for the entire game, probably. I assume. She's the whole game so far, at least. But she looks like she doesn't even have a face texture.
Find her! I don't care what your excuses are!
I think something bad might have happened. Oh. That's probably him. Oh, hi. Hi.
One shot!
Uh-oh. This is really awkward. Hang on a second, let me reload. Nah, I'll get right back to you. Don't worry. Don't worry. There we go. I don't know how I missed that. That was embarrassing. Oh, head first. That's adorable. Let's close this door up. Here we go. Oh, right. I was gonna loot you first. Nothing there. Didn't you drop a gun on the ground? Think your leg's covering it now? Yep, that is a revolver. Oh, well, it's about to be my revolver. But yeah, I think the most egregious case so far has been specifically the, just the weirdly undetailed character. The alcohol could just be sitting here in his room, honestly. I have so many random instances of it now. Move you down here. That's probably plenty of room for a revolver. There we go. Yep, as expected, it's a 3x2. Yeah, look at the pilot next time we see her. She's just like a weirdly flat texture with like her eyeshadow almost looks like it's kind of glitched out. It's a weird visual. It's really odd. It makes this game look much older than it is because the game's from 2012, I believe, or 2011. So like this game is of similar age to, it should be newer, I believe, than Mass Effect 2, and almost as And it's only slightly older than Mass Effect 3, I believe, for like comparison. So it comes as a bit of a surprise. Right. Just gonna push you down here in the bathroom, where no one will suspect a thing. And we're just gonna leave you in there. Congratulations. And here we go. So many drugs right in the middle of this table where no one would ever suspect a thing. And let's just make sure he doesn't get out. There we go. I'm thorough. I love that I can do that. It doesn't affect the gameplay, I'm sure, but I just love that I can do that. I can pretend that I'm doing things like that. But just to be clear, I like this game. Like, stuff like that's great. I love that I could freaking put a fridge in front of the door. That probably doesn't affect the story at all, but it's like a nice touch to be able to mess around like that. But I like to nitpick about little things. Not even nitpicking, like, it's not even... I'm not even like, this game sucks because this reason. It's mostly just like, I just notice things, and I'm like, I kind of want to talk about that. That's odd, right? That little thing. Kind of like how that one bar had 5 of the same guy standing in it. That was a bit of an odd moment for me. Alright, that was surprisingly straightforward. Alright, lady, I'm back. The surprise was that this mission you're paying double for was actually easier than the first one. To sneak up on some jackass, throw him in the bathroom, put a fridge in front of it for funsies.
Has Chan been taken care of?
I planted the drugs and left him unconscious in his apartment. Your friend should have no trouble with the arrest.
I will contact him immediately. Thank you.
Just glad I could help.
You saved us, Mr. Jensen. Money does not feel like enough thanks for what you have done. But here's the payment promised. I hope you will be satisfied with it. 喂，健，是梅，都好了，他做了，是，谢谢，祝你好运。
I just realized that putting the fridge in front of the door while amusing to me may actually compromise the police investigation because it gives him an alibi of being locked into his own room, which makes it pretty clear there was a case of breaking and entering. So I didn't frame the scene very well for that purpose. So I may have done more harm than good. Although I doubt that the actual game will... I'm sure that the game's like, you win! And everything works out fine. It's just that, from my thought process was flawed of like, let's lock him in there, haha, now he's really stuck. But now it's like, yeah, now he's clearly not now he's clearly not at fault is the real solution, is the real end point of that. Whoops.